Welcome back, guys. Now we touched on it in the last video. Still got to get the trailer wired up. I'm going to try to start doing some of that tonight. I got to grab a couple things from back here in my toolbox. But just wanted to put something out and do a little something here. It's about 11:43 at night. Just got home, just got changed. So I'm going to start trying to work on this a little bit. Like I said, I got to get a couple things out of the toolbox back here behind me. And we'll start getting on this. And hopefully I can get it wired up and ready that if I go to camp here in the next couple weeks, throw the side-by-side back here, throw it on it, and then the little tractor right here, be able to just throw that in the bed of my truck and take off up to camp. So let me get my, my stuff out and we'll get to working on it. All right, so got everything I should need laid out over here. So the only ones, we'll go over and check it out a little bit. So the only ones that I have to do any real wiring with now are these little side marker lights right here. Back here, let's set this down. So the rear brake lights are all wired up. I just have to back up in here. I still have this one that I have to attach on it yet. The third brake light back here in the back is already attached on the underside of it. So I'm just gonna do a couple of these little wire jobs, and then the real pain is gonna be having to climb up under here because it's a real short wire. So I've been trying to save like all these little pieces here, just in case I have to splice anything in. I got a couple of those laying around up here, so we will start getting this done. I don't know how much of that I'm actually gonna be able to film because it's dark under there. That's why I have a little bit of a light down there. So we'll try to see what we can get done. Gonna crawl up under here and go from there. So just like I said, something, but let's get to it. All right, well, I got part of it, and this one piece is being a pain. So the problem is they don't give you enough wire on these marker lights right here. Like this little ground wire, that is literally all they gave me. So the problem that I'm running into is by the time that I get it ran down, there's a hole right here for the wire and everything to go through. By the time I run it from the light here down in, there's absolutely no room left. I'd prefer not to have to run it back in through here, just because I don't want to cut into there and accidentally slip and mess up the new tires that we just put on here. That was like quite a bit of money, so I'd prefer not to do that. The only other thing is there's a little bit of a gap right here. Probably won't be able to notice it. I might be able to try to fasten it down in through there, but even with that, I still got to get it fastened, and there's just not a lot of room to work under here. Plus, I forgot that when I was doing this a week or so ago, all the rust from the old marker lights right here had fallen, and that's exactly what I was just laying on. So it does not feel good on the back. The connectors that I have are not willing to work with me. I mean, I still got the backlight back there that I can work on that, which will be a lot easier, but I still got quite a bit of slack in this wire. So I'd like to get these done wired up, which I guess I could because this doesn't get connected, that's just the ground. So I could probably fasten all that up, go under. I got some of those quick attach, whatever you call them. That way I can get the wires and everything screwed up in there, or the wires held up in there somewhat secure. But I might go ahead and try to get some of that done. I still got the other marker light on the other side that needs to get finished up, but they're just not willing to cooperate a whole lot tonight. So try to go under, try to get at least the wire pulled tight back towards the back here. That way I can pull the extra slack and all that. Get these ones, the lights back here, get them wired up. And that's gonna be it, because it is now 12:15 and it's time to enjoy. So I'm gonna crawl back under. Actually, we'll just grab them now. Should only need one or two maybe. It's the cable staples. So just grab the bag. As you should have saw, I do have some of those heat shrinks up under there. So I'll get a lighter, go through all that, heat shrink them down. That way none of those wires can pull out. I mean, I tugged on them a little bit. They seemed like they were in there pretty well. So hopefully doing the wrap on them, and then I'll go through and electrical tape them too. But go under and try to get these wires stapled up. And there's barely any room to move around under here, especially with the axle being right here. And being 12:15, trying not to make a whole lot of noise because I do have neighbors. And it's now Monday, and the kids go back to school today. That one's in. Honestly, guys, I think with the amount of pain that this is being right now, this is going to be a part one of, in my case, probably a few parts, just because, like I said, this wire here is being a complete pain, being that I work until 11 o'clock. Unfortunately, I don't get home until about 11:30, 11:40ish. And I do have some older neighbors. I have some younger neighbors as well. But the younger neighbors, I believe, are teachers, and they have school-age children, which they live a little bit away. But this garage in here, it's metal, it echoes. So try to be as nice and polite as I can. I get along with all my neighbors mostly. So I don't want to be be that guy that kind of wakes everyone up. So unfortunately, I think that's gonna wrap this one up. It's gonna probably be a little bit of a shorter one, but that's all right. Most of mine seem to go on and on and on. So wrap this one up, and hopefully I'll see you guys here in the next couple of days. Thanks, guys.